standard play from viOlet. But, you know, as you said, Protoss is trying to innovate, as this map can be a little bit treacherous for Protoss nowadays. A lot of Protoss do not feel comfortable on it, and against Zerg especially, sorry. And
Yeah.
see how MC wants to play it out.
Let's introduce our players. Down in the bottom left-hand side, from SK, the man up 1-0, it is MC.
And spawning up to our top right-hand corner here as our Red Zerg. Currently 1 game down. He goes by the name of Zubu viOlet, or Fat and Lazy, apparently.
Fat and Lazy. What an excellent name.
Yeah.
In fact, speaking of which, I've recently been trying to consume largely vegetables.
Yeah?
In an effort to shed all the pounds.
Is that pounds accrued over Christmas, or is that pounds just accrued?
That is actually, these are status quo pounds. These are pounds that have always just sort of been with me.
Yeah.
That I've carried through my life. We have so many memories together, but you know, at the end of The Lord of the Rings, the hobbits, still, you know, there was that scene with the boat, you know, where they all split up and the journey ends. It's like painful. That's like what I want it to be like with my fat.
Oh.
I want to put it on a boat where it goes off somewhere else for some adventures.
Oh, with mystical music in the background, waving goodbye.
And everyone's like, Jesus, this could have ended an hour ago.
It's true. Oh, bless. Yeah, I'm still holding on to Christmas pounds, unfortunately. They snuck up on me, actually, really, really scarily this year. But anyway, getting back to StarCraft, as we do have, for now, MC. He's going to try and chase away. Will he be able to block the hatchery? The answer is yes. Nicely done by him for now. viOlet, meanwhile, managed to sneak it down, actually. So MC with a lapse in control, whilst we now have MC going for his own expansion himself and just walling it off with a standard normal Forge play. So viOlet's going to see this, be completely comfortable in what he sees. He knows exactly anything that MC can do from this point on. And we do have those 2 Zerglings on the way for viOlet. So pretty darn normal at this point. Nothing too scary. Daybreak, as I've said many, many a times, it's the one map that you go to for just standard play. Daybreak is perfect for that kind of thing. And?
You know, I'm always sort of questioning whether there are good reads that you can get on a Zerg player to do the style of play that Oz has been peppering in every now and again. The 1 gate, really fast, triple nexus.
Yeah.
I've seen Grubby sort of pick it up, and a couple other Protoss players sort of pick it up, and this is the map where you do it, but right now MC is just sort of keeping with the common theme of not scouting too much, but scouting the essentials, seeing that there's a natural and that there's a third going up.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he needs to see here. That's very, very important. As he runs away with the probe. But by the Oz style, do you mean the triple nexus into the Void Ray style?
Yeah. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, I'm loving the Void Rays. Well, I mean, I've loved Void Rays for a long time, but unfortunately, people don't really seem to be able to utilize them that much anymore. And I'm hoping that, you know, things like Heart of the Swarm will come and bring some little innovations to try and help them out with that kind of thing. But they still have their place. There's still some room for them. I'm a personal fan of, you know, with an observer clearing out some creep tumors if you get the opportunity to, but that comes a little bit later in the game when you have a bit more base.
Some of the big timings to note in this matchup are specifically the big window for the Protoss player to do some sort of big attack, you know, around 13 to 17 minutes. That's when the Zerg player is in a state of transition, generally up to the Hive, or if he's been going for a big Roach mid-game, he's really vulnerable because he doesn't even have that many Infestors then. And, look, MC, he's going for another Robo. You know, let me stop talking about anything past the 11-minute mark, Pilaris. I bet you this guy's going Immortal Sentry all in.
Oh god, if he is, that is going to be extremely, extremely interesting. You don't really see it much anymore on Daybreak. People are just normally just powering out the 3 base timings, or just going into the super long macro game and then saying, to hell with it, let's build carriers, and it's an interesting deviation.
Yeah, I mean, Honestly, I know that there's a lot of players who are saying, well, you know, the Immortal Sentry All-In is so good, I'm just going to keep doing it, period. On all sorts of maps. Oh, wait, there! Look at that! It's a fourth Gas Geyser. Now, he could still be doing an Immortal Sentry All-In, but he'll have slightly more sentries. Alternatively, he can do what I hope that he's doing, which is to just add on 4 gateways total, and then add on 2 more gateways and take a third.
No. And, you know, I mean, again, I'm still, well, he's going to add on the 3 gateways here, as you rightly point out. This can still lead to an Immortal Sentry All-In, but you're right, he does have options, which is nice. But there we go, he's actually kind of boosting out an Observer after their first Immortal. So this is, you know, this is good.
Yes! Yes! It's not the Immortal Sentry All-In. I'm so thrilled. Oh god, that's fantastic news for esports fans around the world.
Well, it's true, it's true. They're getting a second Observer as well, giving us the exact determination that he is going to go for, you know, a bit more scouting, trying to keep an eye on what his opponent's doing, trying to make sure that he can't be exploited whilst he takes this third base. And this is cool by MC, liking to see a longer game. We'll see how viOlet wants to play it out.
Yeah, this is just a nice mix. I especially like the Twilight Council for the +2.
Yeah. It's nice. It is nice. He can quite easily crank that out. And also, it gains him access to the Blink if he wants to go for that. But for the most part, the +2 is so important here. Cranking out +3 weapons super, super fast is actually a really, really underlooked and underappreciated factor in the Protoss arsenal, because it just adds so much damage, especially when you get up to those, you know, that 4 Colossus count that can be so devastating against these kinds of ground armies we see Zergs employ.
And here we have one more gateway going down, hoping to see another. Now, this is the standard defensive formation when getting this third base up. And right now we see that viOlet is doing a little poking and prodding. 17, 19 roaches popping out right now. Here's how MC's going to want to play this out. First, he's going to have the defensive gateways and be getting Blink and +2. Following this up, if he holds the attack off, he will then just do an instant shove, not even getting any geysers at this northern base, and just push with 8 gateways of Blink Stalkers. It's a really, really excellent way to punish a player who overbuilt for a mid-game attack.
Yeah, well, you're right though, and he does have to survive this first, as for now viOlet is gearing up in position to try and exploit the extremities of his opponent's bases, trying to exploit and draw him thin in essence as he just push in, trying to kill off one of the cannons. I already killed one of them. Kills off a second though. Zerglings and roaches have to pull back for now, but there's still so many roaches actually barreling down on this location. This could get sticky.
Yeah, it's all going to be up to this micro from MC. He has to control this well. Force fields have to be on point, but more importantly, the unit splitting has to be on point. Having some stalkers run one way, and does get a really nice pickup up at that north side, but look at viOlet just charging straight up to the cybernetics core using old school style, and now all of a sudden, fat and lazy, aka a Zulu viOlet, is suddenly about to get himself a solid win.
Oh god, yeah, MC is just run ragged right now. The third's going to end up dying to these roaches. There's roaches in his main, more roaches and Zerglings poking at the front while the Immortals and Stalkers trying to deal with that. The third will fall, and so many probes actually died off in his main as well. This is... viOlet's just everywhere, and dealing with this as a Protoss is so, so hard.
This is the style that everyone stopped doing as Zerg. Yeah. Everyone was doing this for a while because Stefano would do it and win, and then they were like, nah, we're just Broodlord Infester. And viOlet going, no, I like winning at the 12-minute mark. And he's just storming the front, picking off that ever-so-critical cybernetics core. Excellent, excellent timing, splitting by viOlet. Roaches everywhere.
This is the main reason I don't like having my cybernetics core at the front at all, unless you're going to go for the third and put like gateways at the rampant daybreak, and you know that's just been unable to be seen at all as viOlet powering through, killing off the last Immortal, killing off the remaining Stalkers. Nice micro from MC to blink back, but it's just not enough. There's just too much raw power there from viOlet as another Immortal pops, and he's not going to be so immortal in just a second. Oh no, he doesn't die.
There's good game. viOlet ties the series up 1-1 using something that people have